Welcome to episode 70 of The Bracket. Today, we are doing the worst alumni of the schools that made the Sweet 16. And those schools are KSU, MSU, UConn, Arkansas, FAU, Tennessee, Gonzaga, UCLA, SDSU, Alabama, Miami, Houston, Creighton, Princeton, Texas, Xavier.
And to the motherfuckers that say we're out of ideas. Yeah.
This is a Troballins idea, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we were having a little chat about Indiana alum, and he was going off on a little tangent about Jared Fogle being among them, and he was like, we should just do a little alumni list, and I was like, I think it's kind of funny. Much harder to find bad alumni than it is to find good alumni.
Yeah, because they don't really list their bad alumni.
They bury it.
Right.
They bury it like you would not believe.
Who were you bringing up when we were in Kansas, Kyle? Who went to Kansas?
Kansas State.
Kansas State had Unabomber?
No, he went to Michigan and then somewhere else.
Coley Vance.
Oklahoma
the
State?
tongue model. The aspiring tongue model.
Oh, you're right.
You know exactly. Yeah.
The first hot internet
We
guy.
got to get him. We got to get him in a play-in. Yeah.
Female, a tongue model?
He always had his tongue.
He's a fitness model that would always put his tongue out.
Oh, okay. All right.
How's it, good tongue?
It's cute and pink. Little and pink.
There's a term for that. A Hago? A Higo?
What?
Go face.
Yeah, yes. I was about to say, it was like Balls is the one who introduced it to me.
What's a Hago face?
It's the girl on my show. Used to do it a lot. Her name's Nala, Fitness Nala. Shout out to her, great girl.
The face.
But she does like this sexy face. The guys think it's sexy. Her eyes like come together and she sticks her tongue out. It's like that's like that. I can't do it with her eyes.
Do it again, because you were close.
You were close.
You can see it when you do it.
Like, supposed to eyes supposed to be like this, and then
Do it again?
tongue out. So it's supposed to be like,
Oh, I see the appeal.
and like
Yeah.
it's and then it's like imagine coming on me when I have that face on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to come on the face.
That would do it.
Yeah.
Have to freeze frame that and do some. You're gonna get a cum tribute from that in the mail later. But today we got some pretty good matchups. It was pretty tough to dig through all of these again because like the alumni associations don't list anyone bad, so you kind of have to just like dig through different internet sites and lists or whatever. But we do have a pretty decent list, and it starts out with number 12 seed Bernie Madoff.
Ooh,
Bernie Madoff, alumni of Alabama.
really?
Okay, I didn't know.
Roll Tide roll.
Yeah, and he's going up against the double team of Robert Shapiro and Johnny Cochran, who both went to UCLA. The guys who got O.J. Simpson off the hook for murder.
They both went to UCLA.
Both went to UCLA.
Wait, so hold on. Are we voting on who's better or worse? Worse?
So we're just voting on worse people.
It's essentially the worst people.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, which one of these is the worst person? The people who got O.J. Simpson off of murder, or Bernie Madoff, who ripped off a bunch of rich people?
Now, did you possibly research just bad people first and then where they went to college?
That was pretty hard because most of them didn't graduate, so like they don't list it as a whatever.
Yeah, I'm excited
Half these
about
people
this.
like aren't even really alumni. They're just kind of went to the school for at any point in time. So that's basically it. So it's very loosely defined alumni.
All right, so just worse people.
Yeah. So Glenny Balls, you get to go first. Bernie Madoff, Alabama alum versus Ben Shapiro, Robert Shapiro, and Johnny Cochran, who went
I
to
don't wanna
UCLA.
have to- This is a tough one, but I guess I got to go Madoff, right?
Well, for as a Mets fan, you kind of have
I
to.
mean, well,
no?
theoretically, also like Shapiro and Cochran, they're just lawyers. They were doing their job. Their job is to make their clients seem innocent. Madoff not doing his job, just stealing money from innocent people. So fuck that guy. And yeah, I'm going Madoff. Madoff's clearly worse than Cochran and Shapiro.
Bernie Madoff, Tommy.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Shapiro and Cochran are some of the greatest lawyers that ever lived, arguably. Like, they're able to get him off, the glove didn't fit. Yeah, Bernie Madoff, I mean, more or less caused the '08 financial crisis. Not totally. I get confused with that. I didn't finish the documentary, but seems like just a real scumbag, and I mean, just cost a lot of people a lot of money, a lot of their homes. So he's worse.
My only thing against Madoff is that like it didn't cost me any money or anyone I know money because I don't know.
But I also don't
people
give a
that are
fuck that OJ didn't get arrested.
Yeah, that's also true. But nobody died there. Or somebody died with the OJ situation. Nobody died.
I would bet
other
Bernie
than
Madoff
Madoff's
is
son.
responsible for more deaths in terms of like people probably killed themselves because they lost all their money, whereas OJ.
I think Madoff's son killed himself.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
do have a quick Madoff question because
Yes.
me and Tom were only about 12 years old when this happened, the whole Madoff thing.
Yep.
And you just said he just stole money from a bunch of rich people. I don't mind if the rich get their money stolen, but did he steal money from like normal hardworking folks as well?
Yeah.
Yes, he
Funds
did,
or
right?
something. I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, fuck that guy.
I didn't watch the Robert De Niro show. They did a show about I think Wizard of Lies.
Yes.
Didn't watch it.
HBO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the show, and I should check that.
Yeah, I'm out on him. Yeah.
KB.
Yeah, Glenny hit the nail on the head. One's good at their job, and one was just doing their job, and one's a bad person.
A legitimately bad person. Big F.
I mean, I echo the same sentiments. You can't penalize someone for being, great at their job.
Mhm.
A slam dunk murder case, they got him off.
It's true. And Rob Kardashian, right, was on that team.
Yeah.
Sure
He
was.
was kind of just there because he was friends with OJ, more like it's like a
And then he
familiar
had
face.
David Schwimmer.
Vibes
playing
guy.
him in
Yeah.
that
David Schwimmer nailed that role. Come on, Juice.
Come on, Juice.
Come on, Juice.
What are you doing, Juice? That was a weird casting of OJ doing that. Nick.
I think doing something wrong and saying it's your job. I'm not saying that they were wrong or right, but it's the biggest loophole. Oh, it's just their job.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he's just a bad person.
Bernie Madoff made like $67 billion. It's a lot of money.
Much to think about. So you're going Madoff.
Much to think about. I'm going Madoff. Yeah.
Another one for Madoff. Jay.
Yeah, I mean, everyone said it. Madoff in a wash.
Madoff in a wash. Next up, 4 seed. A lot of you probably know him better than I know him. Art Briles,
Oh,
University of Houston. Not many people know.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know
it
who
was
that
a
is.
Baylor's.
Baylor, right? Yeah.
Taylor's coach during the sex scandal.
Oh.
God damn it, Gooch. I'm sorry. I said it.
Francis isn't even on here.
I know, seriously. The SA scandal, let's say, the Title IX scandal. Going up against the number 13 seed, graduate of Miami, Ray Lewis, probably also killed a guy, for all we know. So it's another real battle of the Titans. Stephen Cheah.
I'm a fan of Ray Lewis on the football field. I find him inspirational off the football field. We don't know if he killed a guy. There are reports that he had like a knife in between his fingers and was like punching someone who ended up dying. Which would
That's no intent there.
it's a report. It's not confirmed that it wasn't him. Maybe, probably, but like we don't know that, so I'm not gonna.
You just said he was inspiring off the field.
Oh yeah, I mean you can kill someone and still being inspiring doing other shit. Am I wrong?
I don't know if would you consider him an inspiration?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's got some overcome speeches that get you pretty fired up.
Yeah, he has a cool dance too.
Cool dance.
Yeah, so for that reason, it's gonna be hard for me to vote him as worst dude. If it was a proven like he definitely did this and definitely murdered the dude, then it's a different story. But Art Briles.
What was Ray Lewis's excuse to? He's like, I was wearing my brand new white coat. Like, why would I murder someone in my brand new white coat? And it's like,
Honestly, not a bad excuse.
That's something you would do.
yeah.
I was wearing my new sweatshirt. So one for Art Briles.
Man, was Baylor really swept under the rug? Like it's not up there with like Penn State or like was it Michigan State Gymnastics?
Yeah,
MSU,
Larry Nasser.
Yeah, it wasn't up there with those. And then Baylor, like immediately after he was gone, all that, like they just started winning.
They got lucky. Matt Rule did a good job.
Yeah.
They were very lucky for that to happen.
What was his tenure? His years? What years was he there?
Riles probably like early 2010s.
Was he there for RG3?
Ooh,
Yes.
yeah.
It was, right?
So?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would be the
absolutely.
2011 season. Yeah.
Yeah, he was there for RG3.
And what did he? What did he do?
Basically, a lot of guys on the team, like numerous reports of
Sexual assault
sexual
a lot.
assaults and numerous that he
swept it.
that he blatantly like text messages swept under the rug.
And they like work with
Was
the police
told,
on
did
it,
nothing
yeah.
about it over and over again.
Yeah.
It's like key players like Sean
Yeah.
Oakman, the guy that he's the
that
Crop top guy.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
he
he
was
was one of
sexually
them.
assaulted.
he was one of
Yep.
them.
Right.
There was a lot of that going on.
Yeah, not a good dude. He also he tried to make a comeback with one school, right? And they
I think
fired
someone
immediately.
hired him and like immediately.
Was it Liberty?
I think it was like
It
a
was
fucking
always
high school.
Liberty.
It was
Oh, a high
high
school?
school.
I think it was like a high school, if I remember right.
Yeah, and he immediately got fired. That's
I
all.
thought a college job maybe hired him first, and then like the backlash they couldn't handle it, and then he went to high school. I could be wrong.
Gotcha. So you're gonna go with Art Briles,
Yeah.
Big F.
Yeah, I got to go Art Briles as well. I just knew, like I said, like Chase said, the Ray Lewis probably did it. There's no like proof. Also, I feel bad. I got busy. I should have submitted another one from Miami. I don't know if this is like
Yeah, this is freeform. Oh, yeah, there's no structure.
Helen Winslow.
Winslow the
biggest
second.
scumbag.
Horrible.
Second, he is
horrible.
There has to be so many from Miami.
Yeah,
There's more than you could ever
Helen
imagine.
Winslow might be the
Yeah.
worst. He's bad.
He Trump. I would vote for him over Art Briles.
Over Art Briles. Well, let's
Ray
He's like,
Lewis.
he's like
For-
he's in jail, I believe.
Yes.
He's been.
Was it with? Did he do something to an old
You
woman?
raped a woman, like a 60-something
damn it.
woman who was like gardening in her front lawn.
he did a lot of
Only
very bad
problem
stuff.
with
That's the worst crime you can commit.
there was-
Gardening?
Well, no.
While she was gardening? Yeah, that's the worst setting
It
in
was
which
like
to commit that.
That wasn't the only person. It was like
a lot of it.
elderly women.
The problem with this episode is we're going to get into a lot of like, what's worse, murdering or someone?
We,
Like, we're gonna,
we might have to scrap this.
That's why a lot of people on
Because
here.
I don't even think we could joke.
That's why there's a lot of people on here that are not involved with that.
Kellen Winslow II also, what I
This is just gonna, it's gonna be like,
gonna be,
he was the highest paid tight end. He was on the Bucks for a little bit. I don't want to say a lot of, but some guys requested to not. I guess it used to be a thing where when they would go on the road, you would room with them.
Oh,
Like you would share a room,
yes.
and he would just openly masturbate, like in the room with other people in the room, and obviously not consenting. Weird dude.
Yeah.
heard that as well. Numerous reports. Pretty weird.
I will say there's no other murderers on the list.
Well, then he's going to win.
Maybe we were talking about this before. We don't know how it's going to really play out.
I'm interested in how this is going to go down.
Yeah, I want to see it through, no matter what.
Like, I don't know why it didn't dawn on us earlier, but like 5 minutes into debating, versus
we're just
murderer,
comparing the
like,
crime.
This is worst. This is the worst crimes bracket.
Yeah, it's very close to it anyway. So you're going.
You want to keep going with this?
I'm intrigued enough to see it through.
What's the rest of the, like, do we have more of these types
That's what I was saying. There's no more around the rest of the list. It's no more murderers or anyone involved in.
Well,
anything
let's
else
see. You know, upsets can happen. Cinderella stories. Maybe the Yukon mac and cheese kid will make a run.
Yukon mac and cheese.
Wait, who's the Yukon mac and cheese?
Oh, those are
come on.
That kid was a classic video.
Yeah.
Who's the Yukon mac
You know
and
what?
cheese?
I think we've talked about him before.
The big
Yeah.
bloke.
Who's the big bloke?
Oh, that was from the
Big boys.
Oh, he's an alum.
That's Big Boy. No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was like a low
Yeah.
speed one at all.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna sub it. I love Yukon mac and cheese kid. That was one of the worst humans I think I've ever watched in my entire life.
Okay, then I have the UCLA Asian racist girl.
I don't remember that.
I think we should go school by school, and then
look at her
if you have a suggestion,
Okay.
criminal or otherwise, the floor is open for you to make your case.
Well, let's just say Art Browse wins for
But like it's gonna be tough. Do we want Art Briles winning the?
well, he's going up against Bernie Madoff.
That's the Art Briles.
Imagine that graphic. Art Briles, champion of the bracket.
The next matchup it is a battle of Yukon. It's Mark D'Amelio versus now Yukon mac and cheese kid.
Mark D'Amelio.
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll submit it a
so
lot.
bad.
Mark D'Amelio, the father of
The D'Amelio
D'Amelios.
kids? To see if a scandal I don't know about.
So he's going to have to meet up with Art Briles.
at some point during
this is Trill is doing this just to
fun.
Yeah.
I told you it was so
I didn't
hard
think-
finding these. Like you would not believe.
I think we should sub in Yukon mac and cheese kid for.
Yeah.
I mean, Princeton probably has slave owners.
Yes.
Oh, a lot.
Yeah.
More than you would imagine. I can. Even if you scrap this, almost just
We should scrap this and just like do worst ideas bracket. This is the 1 seed.
God damn it, Trill. I'll just go through the rest of the list then. We had Jeff Bezos for Princeton.
All right,
We had,
that's fine.
I think no. If you've committed sexual assault, you're disqualified.
Okay. The Walton family, Arkansas.
Okay.
Darren Ruff,
They own
Creighton.
Walmart.
Yeah, the entire. Each one of them is worth like $40 billion.
Got it.
Darren Ruff, Creighton. Khalid Sheikh Mohammed got his associates from Tennessee.
Who is that?
The architect of 9/11.
Okay.
He was an online
Of
course.
the towers, or
No, I think.
No, he like the architect.
He was like the brains behind the.
wait, where did he go?
So it's gonna say winner of the
Associate's degree
bracket. Yes,
Tennessee.
you have it.
Yeah, the architect of 9/11.
The architect.
I would like to see him face like a.
Dude, him getting upset by the
Heinous.
D'Amelio father would be.
He's going up against Neil deGrasse Tyson, Texas.
Neil
No.
deGrasse Tyson, but he did not plan 9/11.
Jerry Jones, Arkansas versus Ken Lay, Houston. Ken Lay, CEO of Enron.
Okay.
For those of you that didn't know. And then number 2, Ben Shapiro, UCLA versus 15 seed Moby from UConn. I said Moby. Nobody knows who Moby is.
Oh, Moby the bald guy?
Yeah, the bald guy.
Wait, how many Yukon people do we
Southside,
have
great
on?
song.
This would be the 3rd, I think. 3rd or 4th?
Oh, I thought that every school was getting one.
No. This
It's
is
not one from each
It
college.
was just free form. Like that's the pool.
okay.
Oh.
for that.
Oh. Okay.
You want less UConn people?
No, that's fine. I just was confused by how many Yukon
There's
people.
a lot of UCLA, a lot of Miami, a lot of UConn.
Arkansas.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arkansas has so many rich people.
Arkansas is Jerry Jones.
Stunning.
Wait, are these mini brackets within the bracket?
No.
Well, I guess that's what all brackets are.
Yeah. It's each matchup is its own little
Brackets.
Boys, I think we can confidently say it's going to be our worst episode ever.
Oh, yeah.
one. Yeah. Drew really fucked us with this. Holy shit. So I'm trying to think of a way to to finagle our way out of it. What's another one? What's an impromptu one we could do right now?
Just Google Kellen Winslow II.
No.
Why?
We've moved on from Kellen Winslow II. I did have change.
Let's take 10 and build a bracket.
Yes.
Yeah, and come back.
Welcome back to the bracket. We are now pivoting to the things that made you cool in school, because that was maybe not the best concept. Shout out Trobon's the father of many great ideas. Maybe that wasn't the best, and that's on me for not probably realizing that, because I was just so laser focused on looking at every single Wikipedia page of alumni and finding the worst possible person. I didn't even think about.
We didn't consider the idea of we were going to be debating Art Briles versus Ray Lewis.
Yeah, or Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, or any of that stuff. Okay, so we have pivoted. We made our entire list of 16. We didn't actually seed them. We just kind of put them in a randomizer, and as it spit out is how we're going to do it. When saying all that, now we have our very first matchup. The number 12 seed touching net, being able to touch net.
Very cool.
Versus the number 5 seed having a Razer phone. Or we could say like flip phone, having a cool phone.
Having a cool phone.
Having a cool
BlackBerry Sidekick.
Yeah. Cool phone, we'll say. What do you think, Cheah? Cool phone versus touching net.
I feel like the era that we're talking about, there were so many different types of cool phones that almost everything, as long as it wasn't outdated, was a cool phone. I think it's much more rare and select to have kids when you're much younger that were able to touch a net. So I'm going to go with touching net.
Touching net, Nick.
I'm going to disagree because there was a limited time you could show that you touched net, and then soon everybody could do it. A cool phone, that was like the first thing. That was when you were starting to text girls, and the first thing girls would ask is, what kind of phone do you have? I told them Motorola Sliver, the first phone with iTunes, and they loved it.
Sliver?
SLVR?
Oh, like silver?
That was Sliver.
It was a Sliver.
SLV. Okay, no. Okay.
It was like it came after the Razer.
Oh, this one sucks. It's a brick.
What?
Sliver was cool.
It was like so skinny.
It's a brick though. That you need the flip. The flip.
No, not me.
Why don't they name phones anymore?
I know.
There's only one phone.
Yeah, right. Going into the store
the
and like
iPhone.
not knowing what phone you were going to get.
It's awesome.
Mhm.
I had an NV2. I was so pumped to get my NV2.
I had what was it Juke? Samsung Juke?
Juke,
That was
yeah,
one.
that was
the
cool.
Voyager. You guys remember
Sony
the Voyager?
Ericsson was I had.
Voyager was a good one.
The Voyager was sick.
There's another one too.
NV3.
Shit.
Oh yeah.
Like
Was there
NV2.
the LG chocolate was cool?
Yes.
Yep.
Alco was very cool for a minute.
Did that have a cool commercial, right? Like I
Yeah.
think they had a celebrity endorser that was
Sexy
cool.
people always use the chocolate.
You knew people's phones. You knew, oh, that's Kyle. He's got a sidekick.
Chocolate, I think, was one of the first that it was like vertical, but it slid up.
Slid up. Yeah.
I didn't know anyone had a
Time
BlackBerry.
was rare,
BlackBerry was, I think, the cool phone. I never.
without question, in my opinion.
BlackBerry Pearl.
LG chocolate, Sony.
Yeah,
X.
messages, away messages.
Ugh.
Let's see what else. Oh, the NV. Yeah, wait. Didn't you just say that before? Yeah, the NV was a good one. Yeah, there's a
I
damn.
think there was just the V and then the NV, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
Fuck, those are cool. Anyway, so you're going with the cool phone, Big Ev.
I'm gonna go cool phone as well. I think kind of similar reasons, Nick. Like I think there was a point when there gets to a point down, pretty much everyone touched net. Even I feel like I used it when I was younger. I was tall, so I was gonna who could touch net, but didn't have a cool phone. I never had a BlackBerry, and then to this day haunts me. Nick said that you're high school, you're like early high school, you start texting girls. Everyone's BBM. You're the asshole who doesn't feel like a total loser. Would have preferred a BlackBerry. You take an inch off my height at that time.
AB.
Yeah, 05 to like 08 pre-iPhone was like the phone defined your coolness.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what the least cool phone was, but I guess it would just be not having a phone.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Just literally not having it. Tommy.
Yeah, like again, like that, just having a phone was coolness in itself. So if you had a cool phone, that was another. I could still remember what phones people had. And like, I don't think I can remember who touched net.
Yeah.
So I'm going with cool phones.
Cool phone, Glenny.
As someone who never touched net before, and I had a Crazer. It was like the skinny version.
Oh, you had the Razor?
I had a Crazer.
Damn.
The joy of just actually, I think the best part of having a phone back then was having the cool ringtones.
Yep.
I had I'm So Hood by DJ Khaled.
I had Kiss Kiss.
Did you have a callback
and Chris
tone?
Brown.
So I had a ring, I forgot it was a ring. I think my ring might be like My Humps or something like that.
Yeah.
But either way, it's definitely phone. I mean, it was basically your personality, like we said. The ringtone on top of the unique phone for every person. Phone.
You've never touched net.
I mean, now I could if I wanted to, but back then,
but you haven't just done it.
I'm sure I've touched net.
Which just gave you such a face. He's like, when you said you could do it now, he doesn't believe you.
I want to see it. I want to see it.
You could 100% touch net.
You could 100% touch net.
I believe you.
What was the cell phone that like opened like a switchblade kind of?
Yeah.
That was the
side.
Juke,
No, that was
Juke
the Juke.
did that.
I thought that was the
that was the T-Mobile Sidekick.
No.
went up.
That did flip out, but that was a big screen. This is like one
I thought
where
it like flipped this way.
Oh, did it?
it did no. The Sidekick
never had a
did flip,
Sidekick.
but the Juke is more like it looked more like a switchblade, and it flipped. It was like
Voyager,
thinner.
right?
Voyager open.
But it had the full keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Juke
Well,
phone.
Voyager, I think, was the first that had the touchscreen on the front, and then you could flip and have the.
Yeah.
I think the Sidekick just flicked and then flicked up.
Yeah.
Right?
It flicked. It didn't
Yeah,
like.
it flicked
There was one that pushed forward, and there was another one that
Yeah.
like it
Did
flipped.
any of you guys have an N gauge?
No.
The N gauge was they sold it in GameStops.
Oh
You-
yes.
You had to. It was more of a gaming device, but it was also a phone. But you had to hold it. So if this were the N gauge to talk on the phone, you had to hold it like this, like screen out. It was the worst design
Yeah.
thing. And I think in order to, there was a weird thing where you had to take the back off and the battery out to turn it off or on. I
The
don't know.
coolest phones were like impossible to
It was the
actually
worst
use.
designed
Like
thing
to
ever.
text
All
with a
aesthetic.
Juke, you had to like it was like playing Operation. Buttons were so tiny.
I don't want to sidetrack us here, but maybe Gooch, if you could look back there, because I'm getting deja vu. We haven't done this bracket
We've done
already.
stuff like
have
involving
we?
childhood
Yeah.
toys. We didn't do like things
okay.
that
I started to wonder, and then no, it was
Yeah.
toys.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, just to
I
be
just feel like I remember debating cool shit at some point. Maybe we just
cool
in general
toys.
cool.
I mean, we could just go back to worst atrocities.
I still have Paul Pot on the list. He had a semester at
yeah.
okay, next matchup is number 4 having the cool or new gaming system, which I think is huge. And I think the randomizer did a good job seeding that one versus having a cast. Glenny.
Ooh. This is, I don't want to say this again, but I don't want the karma to come my way, but I've actually never broken anything, so I never got to have the cast. It was cool. There was one kid in my school growing up. I don't know, the kid had fucking bones made of nothing, and he had cast. And every single day, the girls were over to his desk signing his cast. So I think I'm going to go with the upset. I'm going to go with cast here.
Mm-hmm. I think I had a buddy who had his cast signed with Hags, which is maybe the most 2000s thing
Oh,
yeah.
you can possibly imagine.
Hags. Yeah.
It's a great summer.
Yep.
Not to mention, I've always wondered how much, not fun, but how great it must feel to finally get your cast off.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, that must be a
Scratching that.
great feeling.
Oh.
Never had it.
Is crutches its own thing, or can we lump this in?
I feel like you lump in crutches, but I don't think they're nearly as cool as
I
cast.
think they're as cool.
I think they're as cool, if not cool.
Well,
Let's,
there's
let's just
Armcast
say
of
this.
No.
Kyle Cohen had crutches. He did not have a cast. Need I say more? He was the coolest kid.
No, in my school, the crutches you had to leave class early.
Oh, so
Because
you
you get someone to carry your
Yep.
books potentially.
Oh yeah, somebody carrying your books.
You have a buddy with you. That's cool.
Yeah.
You bring a friend with you to do that.
People asking,
Choose
can I
different-
use your crutches?
To choose different ones each class.
I think the arm casts were the coolest though.
Yeah,
we could just put it together. Crutches.
Yeah, we'll lump it together, sure.
And if that's the case, I'm going with that. I was only on crutches once, and it unfortunately happened during the summer, so I didn't even get to enjoy the school part of it. I tripped over first base in Little League, and I hurt my knee. And I was on crutches for a few weeks. But yeah, I liked it. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. And I wish I could have stayed on longer, but not like a lifelong. So yeah, I don't even remember what it was up against, but I think it's 6. So I'm
So
going
up against
with
having the new gaming system.
that. No, crutches,
Crutches,
cast, whatever.
KB?
Yeah, the arm cast, the red arm cast, it meant you were doing something extreme and cool, like skimboarding or gainers.
You fucking love gainers.
Those are the two cool things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Off the top, yeah.
Yeah.
How do you break your arm doing a gainer though into a pool?
The
Like
diving board.
how would you have to hit?
But that's the type of kid who would have
Yeah, that's true.
the arm cast.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Big Ev.
Yeah, I got to go cast. Because the gaming system, like, obviously it's cool, but like, it's just like you don't see it unless they come over your house.
Yeah.
Whereas like you get all the attention. And I will say this: I broke my wrist my senior year of high school. It's even kind of still cool then.
Oh yeah.
But I would say, but I'll tell you this: it is a hard cutoff. I had to go to my college freshman orientation to cast. Biggest loser. I just felt like a loser. I didn't talk to like anybody because then it's like you officially go from like kid to like sort of man, and you feel like an out. You feel like an
You're like a
asshole. with
klutz.
cast.
Yeah, you're the hurt guy.
Yeah.
But even in high school was cool. Like Glenny said, even like girls sign it. Like I remember like then when we got drunk, like we cut half it off. like it was was a good time. It was itching the shit out. I had it for like 8 weeks. I think we were gone week like 6 or 7, and we just like used one of those like box cutters and cut off like a third of it. The doctor was like a little upset, but he was like, "Your arm's okay." So it worked out. But yeah, I'm going cast.
I had the luxury of having a cast. Broke my arm first grade. Probably best time to do it because you're a fucking hero. I broke it doing a somersault. Just compound fracture popping out of my arm.
Oh, coming out of your arm?
Yeah, coming out of my
Kevin Ware.
Yeah, somersault. And I had Nicole sign like the elbow. That was prime real estate.
He was fucking ran.
It was that episode of Hey Arnold where Phoebe broke. What did you
She was ran through in 7th grade. We do adding the prude shamers because I was like that was the coolest kids.
Coolest thing.
The guys that
or not the slut shamers and the prude shamers.
Yeah, they're usually the same guy.
Yeah.
The diagram's a circle.
The line between it was thin.
Yeah.
It was so easy to go from prude to slut.
It really was.
There's zero margin there.
You gave it up? Fucking horror.
Yeah.
Oh, you won't kiss me, you fucking prude bitch.
Yeah, just unbelievable.
Boom, just like that.
Sucks to be
No, Nicole,
I
she liked me a lot. Signed the elbow portion. And then in Hey Arnold, when Phoebe broke her leg, she got the cast off, but kept the cast and faked that it was still broken because she wanted the glory.
Yeah.
That's a good.
Don't blame her.
Who do you think the oldest person ever is to break their arm doing a somersault? Like you can't be older than like 11 doing a
Like
somersault.
gymnast or something, maybe.
A gymnast.
A gymnast would be too coordinated.
But you'd be too good to break it.
Yeah, it's a good question. Huh?
All in. Give us your answer.
Yeah, exactly. Cheah.
I think video game system newest, latest, and greatest is great for expanding and ramping up your current friend group, and you guys have a lot of fun. But the cast brings in a whole new audience that you maybe hadn't interacted with before. So I'll go with cast.
People come up and ask you like, "How'd you break it?" And it's like a conversation starter in its own right. Next up is the boy student fucking female teacher versus number 8 seed being fast.
Oh my God! These
Tough matchup.
Yeah.
holy shit!
Being fast first what? Sorry.
Unfortunate.
Fucking your teacher.
Oh,
Very unfortunate seeding.
Yeah.
These two could have met. This is a championship.
This is a
in round
champ.
one.
This is truly the championship.
Matchup.
It's a tough one. Cheah.
Reminder: this was randomly generated.
Yes, randomly generated.
I grew up pretty fast growing up.
like you had like elephantitis or
He grew up real fast.
he was like fucking Robin Williams and
I was a faster kid.
Oh yeah, he grew up quickly.
6'1" in first grade.
But no matter how fast I was, I always dreamed about fucking my teacher. So
Who was the teacher? Who was the teacher?
so many of them. Miss Aquino, 7th grade, sup.
Mrs. Queen?
I thought she was a
Miss
dom.
Aquino, Michelle Aquino.
We got to keep though a level of realistic. Like I mean, I know you said you had Gordadino, whatever his name was, but I never had anyone that I know that fucked a teacher.
So
No one actually did.
I have a friend.
I have a friend.
Like,
It was the year after he graduated, though.
That doesn't count.
Nope.
you gotta be in
No,
school.
I have one that.
Oh, I think that
So he was 18. He was.
Well, it counts that it's awesome, but it doesn't count.
It
for
was like
making you cool
steady
in
fucking
school.
her,
Yeah.
like not just once.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry. So you're going with fucking the teacher?
Yeah.
And let's add male kid fucking.
Yeah. Well, yes. No, that is the biggest qualifier for this.
Well, in growing up, there was actually a scandal where there was like a creepy older teacher that was a dude who would hit on. So
Yeah, we had that too.
that's an important.
I think every school has definitely had that.
Yeah.
Mr. Knapp. Okay.
Fucking isn't that cool.
Uh,
I never had hot teachers until high school. Never like younger, like to fantasize about. A lot were nuns, but not like hot nuns either. Everybody remembers the fast kid in their class.
Yeah.
I had two.
Adam Hammerquist.
Adam Hammerquist.
Liam Alec.
I had Adam Hammerquist and Nick Augustino. Another.
It's a fast name.
Oh my God.
Nick is a fast name for the most part.
I know.
Not really
I know.
you. But
I wasn't fast. Nope. Oh, what the fuck, Cheah? Yeah. So fast was like, if I saw them today, doesn't matter what they're doing as a I'm intimidated by them. They're the fast kids.
So basically, we're saying, I mean, prior to high school, that you were just getting raped. You weren't like in high school,
It is
maybe,
Gooch.
but like a 6th grader who fucked his teacher, like that's That's
and also being
Like a
fast.
poor victim.
We're debating errors here because being fast in high school is
Pretty
not
regular.
Cool. Who cares?
Yeah.
I'm talking like 5th grade.
Yeah,
field day. Who's running your fucking?
We're thinking like
100-yard
fifth,
dash?
sixth grade.
They built like an expansion on my elementary school, and like they built like a library or something, and they let us all like sign the beam so that like they're putting in, and I signed Jack the Rifle Kennedy. It was not fast. Rifle. I was like, I'm gonna be fast one day.
Why is rifle like fast to you?
Like the bullet that comes out of the rifle. I
thought that meant you would have had like an arm.
No.
Like,
Yeah,
an arm.
the rifle.
It would makes way more
You're
sense.
as fast as
Wait,
a rifle.
Was that the first time you ever went by that?
Yeah, I'm the only person. I
chose
never
your
told
nickname.
anybody it.
Choosing a nickname right before you do a signature is hilarious.
I was like, one day I'll earn this nickname. Did not. Not even close.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Is that beam? Can you see it, or is it inside of the?
It's inside of a building, unfortunately.
Shit.
Yeah, it's a tear it down. Comac Road. Big Ev.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure many can imagine I was never even close to the fastest ever in any point in my life. So that would have been nice. I always dreamed of that, but clapping your teacher's cheeks is just like it's unbeatable. It's gonna be tough to beat throughout this entire draft.
Yep.
Like that's incredible. My friend that did it the year after, we've just nicknamed him the GOAT.
Yeah.
She also was incredibly
That's
hot.
awesome.
The teacher was incredibly
He was
hot.
very hot, and he was like steady fucking her. Granted, he graduated, but it was like right.
Just in a
Very-
How old was she?
They were definitely.
She
fucking
was probably
before
like late 30s.
What?
She had kids.
Damn.
He hung out with her kids.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's the goat. Yeah.
I was gonna say appropriately.
He's not a goat. Yeah, he's
Actually,
the
it was
goat.
like the way he got like he started getting upset because at one point I think people started to find out about it, and then she cut it off. Like her husband, her like ex-husband found out, and it was like a thing kind of. And then
Yeah.
he was like getting upset. He was almost getting like emotional and started like kind of like bugging, like posting pictures of them on his own Instagram.
Oh no!
Like he was like,
Oh.
it was
Yeah,
not
that's
a
lit. That's-
move.
Yeah, that's
but
not goat-esque.
it was more just kind of funny. It was like, damn, like he really did this shit. Like now he's telling, because it was just a group of like people that kind of knew. Then everybody knew once he's, but then
Posting, yeah.
people told him to delete it and stuff. But it was still,
That's like
he's a legend. He's an
If you
absolute.
have a picture of this teacher, I would love to see it.
Let me see if I can find one.
that's hilarious though. That like the coolest move is fucking your teacher, but the most uncool move is having the teacher break your heart.
Yes. Yes.
That is the lamest thing. Yeah.
Legitimately, like
My
broke his
teacher
heart.
broke up with me.
And the thing is, too,
You still have to see her every day.
she wanted to give him head.
Hell.
She held that
every
would not
day
give
is
him head.
That's fine.
I don't know if there was just like a power dynamic.
There's definitely
there.
a
She
different
just
power
held
dynamic.
that power dynamic over.
The more I learn about the goat, he's not the goat.
No, it's she's really hot.
Oh, he was
That's
18 years old and he had somebody else's kids calling him dad.
Yeah,
not quite that. They went hiking together, I believe.
That's still so, 18
Something like that they did.
hiking
How old were the
with us
kids?
Young, definitely young.
Okay.
It's funny because he was like the star basketball player. It's pretty funny. He was very, very, very good basketball player, like all state type, very good.
Oh, now people are just gonna find him.
I can find him 4 minutes.
Teacher was Mrs.
He was
Carbone.
2 years younger than me.
You're just
Yeah. Okay, so
What was his
class of
first and
14
I
basketball
said everything
player.
besides it. I'll just say everything but his name.
Jesus, KB.
He didn't play like a prominent college, for the record.
Okay,
can make it
also
easier.
makes it easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just narrowing it down.
Let me see if I can find a picture of her. She probably still. I think she's still a teacher.
That's unreal. KB.
Yeah, I mean that's a good point, but the speed was everything.
Were you the fast kid in your grade?
We didn't have a clear cut like you guys did.
Yeah.
So me and Mackenzie and Shelton were,
Shelton's not a fast name at all.
The girl?
we're going off of what historically?
Shelton?
What did you?
Turtles.
That's what I think of when I'm not thinking of that's not a fast name.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
I believe he's making shit up.
No, Shelton Cheah.
Shelton.
You're going to his wedding this weekend.
Yeah, a couple
Oh.
days.
Nice.
Yeah.
How long was the engagement? Did it go by fast?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Checks out then. So you're going with the
I think when it comes to like kid age speed.
speed. Tom?
Yeah, it was the number one on my list. It's, I mean, obviously if you fuck your teacher, yeah, but it's such a like I don't know anyone that did. It's so foreign of a concept that like being the I mean Liam and Alec, the duels they would have in those 100-yard dashes on field day. And one time Alec veered into Liam's lane, whole big controversy. They were, and then one day this kid Austin, he was a new kid from Arizona.
Fast name.
Well, he was like,
Arizona,
I'm fast.
yeah, Arizona.
He was like, I'm fast. He was like, I bet that I'm the fastest kid in the grade. And we're like, no, like you got to race Liam and Alec. Like they're gonna wallop you. They're so fast. And they dusted Austin.
They dusted Austin,
and it was like a big up for us. It was like, we got the fast kids. We got the fast kids. Fuck you, Arizona.
So did that kid like transfer?
Yeah, he did the next day. No, it's being fast.
Being fast, Glenny.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, fucking your teacher's really cool, but I feel like once again, this list just seems like it's a grade school accomplishment list instead of a high school accomplishment list. And I mean, there's literally I obviously was also never in the fast realm. It was cool to see the fast kids run. I was hoping they'd fall every now and then because they were so fast.
You're fasted?
No, I mean, there was quite literally a Seinfeld episode about being the fast kid.
Yeah.
So
You got hired because you were fast.
I also got hired because for my size, I am pretty fast for my size.
There was a whole porn series about fucking my first sex teacher, which was one of the staples of Reality Kings back in the day.
Whole blog series about it.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking your teacher's awesome. It's just, I don't know. I'm going to go with fast.
Jerry Thornton's built a career off
I was
it.
going to say the biggest argument against being fast is like you can run a fast 100-meter, Jerry Thornton ain't going to blog about you.
I'm also simply just saying I haven't seen, no one I knew fucked a teacher, so I got to go with fast by default.
Wait, can you check and see if Jerry Thornton has a single Usain Bolt blog?
He does blog about potential Patriots guys coming.
Ooh, that are fast. He does focus on the times.
Yeah.
Usain Bolt. Let's see. No, nothing.
Finder?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Wait a minute.
I gotta see more.
She looked like the hot
Steven's
teacher of our school.
Pants.
You just have a floating.
Oh, she looks like Larry David's wife in Curb.
Cheryl?
Yeah.
Oh, she's bad.
Larry
Very
David.
attractive.
Ooh, yeah.
She was my health
grab
teacher.
that for a
in,
pass.
Yeah, let's just pass that around to the boy.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta go around.
Pop out of her pants
she was a
over
health
here.
teacher in middle school and then like ended up going to the high school.
Puff pass.
Add as a friend.
Stroke pass.
Look, jerk.
I mean, you're adding to the fire of his GOAT status.
You can see why I.
Yep.
At the time it was incredible.
Would have liked to see a shot of her body, but
Strong. That's strong as well.
Holy shit. Oh my God.
So next matchup.
Wait, did you find more?
Yeah, I'm on her profile.
I just saw face.
I just looked her up on Facebook.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Fucking goat, like legend.
So our last matchup on this side, the number 1 seed,
Beautiful woman.
is having a good MySpace, and we'll add in Facebook page for the younger audience too. I actually never had a MySpace page.
Oh, MySpace rocked.
This is kind of like a cool middle school thing to have that picture on your phone.
What?
The guy with the picture on the phone. And you'd pass it around.
Yeah.
Pictures weren't widespread like they.
Yeah.
Like
No,
they are
no.
now.
Guys with pictures were cool.
Yep, that's true. All right, so having a good Facebook or MySpace page versus the number 16 seed, dressing as if you can skate. So dressing as if you are a good skateboarder or some sort. Glenny.
No disrespect to you guys for putting it on here. I could not give less of a flying fuck about skating and or anybody who can
no
skate
disrespect taken.
and or who wants to be looking at the other skater. So I'm going to go by default. The other one, what was the other one?
Having a good Facebook or MySpace page.
Yeah, that was awesome. I mean, that was huge for me too personally. I mean, what was that? 07, 2010. That was when I was in 6th to 8th grade, so that was big. Got to keep up with what the like for truth is.
Oh yeah.
Got to keep going with the
Picture for picture.
picture for picture poking.
That was Facebook. That was
Yeah,
Facebook.
Facebook. Yeah.
I think coolness was lost with Facebook.
Yeah.
I kind
Being in a relationship with your boys. That was a bit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Gay.
In a civil union with your buds.
Publicly gay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like for truth is. What were the other good ones, man?
TBH, like for TBH.
Yeah, TBH was a good one.
Wow.
Was it Form
That's gotta go
Spring
with that.
that people used to do?
Or swing is when you can just ask an anonymous
Anonymously?
question.
Yeah, just bully the shit out of people.
Yeah. Oh yeah. People were so fucking mean on that, including me.
Oh, we had and like why what's up? It was like, oh, Tommy, the cool kid that sits near me at work. Yeah, I know him. Why what's up?
yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, that was
That's
I don't remember that.
I remember that vaguely. That is a cringier one. All right, so you're going with a good page, Tommy.
Yeah, it's MySpace. I only had like for a couple months. I feel like before Facebook really just gobbled it up. Facebook was fun for a little bit. I don't know if it was cool. I don't know what constitutes a good Facebook page. Like funny statuses. MySpace, you could legitimately like make the look and the layout of your
Mine was
page
so cool.
look cool.
Yeah.
Facebook, you can't really do that. It's more about the content you're posting on there. Dressing as a skater, I never did, but yeah, it was kind of cool when a kid walked in with Vans or Converse or
Etnies.
I'm gonna go with that. Thing. I don't love it. I don't love this matchup, but I'll go with the skater look.
Skater look, KB.
Same. I think the cool skater outfit meant you were cool.
You know, I owned both Etnies, a pair of Etnies.
Never
did
mind.
not skate. And
whole fit. Like you had to have the body type. This
no, you needed not.
Super lanky.
Yeah, I kind of had
skinny as fuck.
Yeah, I had the hat. Do you know like the beanie with the brim?
Yeah, yeah.
It was an Abercrombie
brimmed beanie, and it was the smallest brim. It was the smallest little brim.
It was the smallest brim you've ever seen. It was so dumb. Yeah, and I think I had like a Vans t-shirt or some shit. But yeah, I'd try to learn how to skate with like a $20 skateboard from Toys R Us. Because I was like, I can impress this girl if I do it.
Yeah.
Do it at all.
Yeah.
It's not athletic enough. Big Ev.
Yeah, skating definitely. When I was in middle school, the skate era was huge. So was MySpace. I'll go MySpace just because there was a little more versatile. I think people could overlook like not everyone's gonna be the skater look. When everyone has a look, then it's just like boring. I think that's kind of what it became. Like MySpace especially, there was so much from the look you would give it to the song to. I think people forget how big like your top 8 was.
Yep.
Then people would get crazy your top 16. You could get like nuts to a top 32. It was mayhem.
Yeah, there's 32.
It was mayhem. That's the only way to put it.
It absolutely was crazy. People would get like be at each other's throats, like switching people like in front of people and stuff, or there'd be like beefs and you get knocked back and people would get upset. It was chaos. So I think ruffle more feathers. I'll go MySpace and Facebook, that kind of thing.
Well, for the MySpace, Tom just kind of like cashed out and is like just living the life in Hawaii.
He's a good Instagram follow.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hanging out with some girl and she was just getting hit up by MySpace Tom asking to like fly her out to Hawaii. Yeah. Fuck, and I was just like, this guy's living the life.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Nick.
It was like tough to keep up that facade of like that you skated. I had to like destroy my shoes. Like I did 100 kick flips in one night. I was so uncomfortable and just
put holes in them.
Yeah. My brand was Fallen, and it had like the rising sun.
Oh yeah.
The Japanese rising sun on the side. Sick. But having like choosing like your top friends, I thought I was so cool because Jack Skellington from Nightmare Before Christmas was my top friend. I'd never seen the movie, still haven't, but I was trying to get those emo chicks, picking out the song. It was the best. Mm-hmm. So I'm going with that. I brought back top friends to Twitter. My header on Twitter used to be my boys, and I would change.
I remember that. Yeah, someone had an ex.
Cleveland. Yeah. But I had my top friends on Twitter as a joke, and it caused chaos between my friends. They're like, "No, what the fuck?" And so it still has that power.
I used to have that with what's the T-Mobile version?
Snapchat had your top 3 friends. Like that must have ended relationships.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
But that was like not chosen though. Like MySpace, you got to hand pick.
Yeah, you hand picked.
Snapchat was just pure data.
What was the T-Mobile version of it? Fave5 or something like that?
Oh, I haven't.
It was in the commercials.
It's like the Dwayne Wade and Charles Barkley commercial.
You could choose people that you texted for free.
I had that, which it doesn't hit the same as the MySpace one because it's not as public. Cheah.
I am 37, and right after my grade is when skating became cool. So my grade was like nobody skates. The grade under me was like a lot of people started skating. So I never viewed skating as very cool. So I'm gonna have to go with the MySpace, Facebook.
With the good page. All right, on the other side, 11 versus 6. Number 11 is having gum. Being the gum guy. Being the gum guy was always cool. I used to sell gum. I would bring in a pack of gum from my Costco or whatever, and I'd be like, yeah, throw me 50 cents.
We got a kid called the Gum Father, Stephen Lipsky. The Gum Father. He wasn't necessarily cool, but like if you wanted gum, you went to the gum.
Could have been the Wad Father. Yeah. Simple as that, Tom. Look at us. Look at us. I mean, let's just look at us.
Going against
number well established in his legacy.
Number 6 seed going to an R-rated movie. Cheah, the gum guy or R-rated movie.
Yeah, I used to hawk candy too. I did like Jolly Rancher lollipops a lot and some other like types of lollipops. Sometimes some mints, Altoids, Tic Tacs, that type of thing. But it's
kind of nerds buying Altoids.
Whoa.
What? I think Altoids.
We can put Altoids in this.
Yeah.
Oh, tin of Altoids
sours.
Tangerines?
Sours, yes.
Tin of tangerine Altoids.
That was the coolest thing you could have in your pocket.
Probably too sour for you.
Icebreaker.
Tangerine Altoids. No.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah.
You're going to get destroyed for this one, Tommy.
This is it for me.
They had the peppermint, they had the spearmint, and then cinnamon. Very good.
Sour ones are what I remember.
Yeah, the sour.
Scratch up your mouth.
For me. You give me an icebreaker.
Huh? No.
Agree to disagree. That's the beauty of this fucking show.
What are you going with, Jay?
Sorry, what was the other choice?
Being the gum guy versus R-rated movie.
R-rated movie for sure.
R-rated movie for sure. Nick.
What were some of like the R-rated movies?
Jackass.
So I took a girl to see Jackass 2. I think I was a freshman.
Was up
Right
there.
there with my boys.
My dad had to sit in a row. Like
Oh,
he had to buy.
it was the American Pie series.
Oh yeah,
For my grade.
but I took like the hottest girl. She transferred soon after, but I took her. You might remember her. I don't want to say her name.
I remember everyone. I used to study the yearbook. Like I would remember everything from the yearbooks. So I remember her.
Want me to text her the name
Say
to
it.
you?
So give me her initials.
KB.
St. Vincent's.
No.
Oh, then I wouldn't know.
Oh. Oh. Do you remember the hot girls from my grade?
From high school?
No.
I remember everyone.
All right, we're
It
going.
was a class of 20. Yeah, I got it.
All right. So, where are you going with, Nick?
Going to see an R-rated movie.
R-rated movie. Same thing. Jackass 2. My mom had to sit in the rows behind us. Me, Andrew Oberg, and Devin Zaccardi.
No, I went with a girl.
Yeah, that's pretty gay. Big Ev.
Yeah, I gotta go R movie too. I think no one's really brought up people brought up the cool thing about being the gum guy. I think being the gum guy was almost like a detriment.
Brings out the vultures.
Because that was like I was a vulture for like my guy Ricky Bowen. Shout out. Always had gum, and I was talking him down for gum literally every day.
Is he like the goat of having gum?
He was just I'm a good friend, nice guy. He wasn't charging us,
Okay.
but he just was like, if you needed a pack of gum or a stick of gum, he always had you.
It is funny that like there were gum dealers, as if gum isn't just a readily accessible thing anybody can buy at any age.
I remember we would get mad because sometimes he would go to Fruity and we'd like make fun of him, like, yo, get the spearmint, get the peppermint, stop
Yeah.
the Fruity.
Not
ass.
fucking around.
No one wants fruity, juicy fruit breath. Spearmint, peppermint type shit.
KB.
Yeah, it's the R-rated movie. I was the gum guy.
Yeah,
You were the gum guy?
He was the.
I had
gum guy.
every unreleased, discontinued.
No
pulled off-
joke. Your uncle.
The caffeine ones were pulled off like within weeks for being unhealthy, and I had all the caffeine ones.
You had a plug.
An uncle.
My
that
uncle, yeah, he worked for Wrigley and like Warner Lambert, who did gum.
Yeah, you had so much.
Starburst, Swedish Fish.
You had it all. You're the dealer.
Mhm.
All right, Tommy.
Yeah, I'll go rated R. I am part, but again, that kid, the gum father, wasn't actually that cool. But chewing gum, I almost think was cool. I don't know, whatever. I'll go with the R-rated movie.
R-rated movie. Glenny.
R-rated movie by a billion.
What was your R-rated movie?
I mean, my dad was just an absolute dog on all four fronts when it came to this shit. Like, he brought me to Superbad when I was 11. So that was awesome to tell your friends you saw Superbad in the movies. And he would also literally go to Blockbuster for me and get me, like, all the American Pie unrated movies.
My dad took me to Superbad when I was 15, which is so much worse.
I was 11.
Yeah, that's cool.
But I'm just saying, as a bad parent, like, that movie is... It's amazing.
You were bred to be a boob guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But just in general,
unrated.
I don't know if you're saying more like the unrated. People would come over on like Friday nights and we would watch like American Pie, Book of Love, unrated, like the really shitty American Pie
But
sequel.
they have boobs in it. Yeah.
American Pie.
Just rocket
I'm on record.
everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm on record. American Pie Beta House, the most boobs ever in a movie.
For sure.
Well, there's Naked Mile.
Naked Mile.
Yeah.
Bodies Naked Mile.
Oh.
I would venture to guess there's almost double the amount.
What was the one where they had like the "Don't Come" challenge?
American Pie Beta House when they're
Yeah, that was the
against the
one.
nerds at the pool.
Yeah, that was the
and
one.
Stifler, Dwight Stifler against the main nerd, and then they brought out the larger chick dressed like a bunny, and she made him come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen 30 Days and 30 Nights?
Wow, that's a big boob movie.
30 Days and 30 Nights.
It's a guy who gives up sex for Lent. It's a really good rom-com. 40 Days and 40 Nights.
40 Nights. That's Josh Hartnett.
Josh Hartnett, and everything turns into titties around.
Really?
Yeah.
That was always...
It's an awesome movie, but it ends like
Don't spoil
there's
it.
the 2000s trope, like where he gets raped at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, that was always fun. Like, my dad was basically like my tit dealer, and it was fun to do like... It was fun to do like the fun comedies, and then there was one time where I requested him, like, I didn't realize I was getting it. He got me like a soft core, like French erotic drama, and it was over the line. It was too much. I even said it. I was like, what did you get me?
Dad was your tit dealer.
I was sitting there like, rewinding to see the scene in Alexander where you see Rosario Dawson's boobs. So like I was just like having to find like the small moments in VHSs where they'd have it.
You guys ever like look up like I remember what was the name of that
Mr. Skin?
website? No, there was another one. I'm sure you know it, but it was
Talk
like
about in Knocked Up.
Knocked Up, they have
Like they're trying to make their own. They have a competitor though.
it's
Flesh
like
of the
it was like
Stars.
Megan Fox and Jennifer's body. They were like supposedly nude
It
photos.
was because there's a scene of her getting out.
yeah,
of the lake.
and it was like these
She's
are the real
and
ones.
She's supposed to be, buddy. That was the best day of my life. I remember. I exactly remember where I
I don't think those were real
I
pictures.
was on Franklin Avenue when I saw it. I remember exactly where I was.
I was in
driving.
Alex's living room.
And yeah, no, it was they were real, but she just had nipple covers on because.
Oh,
she
see,
was
I
getting-
saw one that was like Photoshop, but it was like it's
Yeah.
as good as it'll get.
no.
What was the name of that fucking website? I don't know.
There's like
Ooh,
Celeb Jihad.
What was the name of that
Jihad.
website?
Trying to remember.
Celeb Jihad. And
Celeb Jihad was awesome.
Jihad is yeah.
That is one, but it's not what I'm thinking of. They had a quick run.
Never wanted Celeb Jihad.
Hilarious website.
yeah, so,
You've never heard of Celeb Jihad? I'll still hop on
Celeb Jihad.
every now and then.
They tried to rush like the video technology, and it was
Yeah.
horrible of like fake sex.
Celeb Jihad is it?
Yeah.
Celeb Jihad's a staple. Horny men websites.
Oh, Celeb Jihad was filthy.
Was that like a
Celeb Jihad was filthy.
I gotta go check.
You typed
it was like
why was it called
they were doing people dirty.
Wasn't the logo like a
Innocent
horny-
women were getting jihaded.
You type in any celebrity.
Oh, I won't even. Oh, you actually
Celeb
clicked on it?
Jihad.
That
Still
shit.
kicking.
I won't even look at
Is it still up?
Oh,
Yeah, it's still kicking. It's Scarlett Johansson
it's-
deep fake is the first thing you see. Bella Porch. Jesus
I
Christ.
haven't cracked down on Celeb Jihad.
The picture is it's like a very heavily like stylized font Celeb Jihad with a big bomb in the middle of it. it's the logo. Jesus Christ.
That's the funniest name.
Celeb
Celeb
Jihad.
Jihad. I forgot about that. You unlocked that part of my brain.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's so the R-rated movie Glenny's dad was his tit dealer. I do like that. That it clicks. Very much clicks. All right, so now we have the 3 seed versus 14. 3 seed is being the class clown. So being the funny guy. Funny guy was always cool. That's going up against Spencer's Gift Run from Stephen Cheah's brain, which I agree on. So Glenny,
brother. It kind of keeps in contact with the same thing we just talked about, but Spencer's Gifts.
you see dildos for the first.
That was the spot, man.
So what?
Roosevelt Field Mall.
Roosevelt Field Mall, dude. You saw me there
that place
two
was
times a week,
gross.
Tom.
Yep.
I was there every day, dude. That was Spencer's Gifts is there. The edible panties, the dildos.
I feel like Hot Topic was the same in my.
Hot Topic scared me though. All the hot music, all the big music,
Yeah.
the metal music. Spencer's Gifts was like that was really the spot, man. I used to spend so much time like they had all like fun like sex books.
I would almost just put this as like going to the mall was cool.
Going to the mall, actually,
Going to
yeah,
the
that makes
mall.
Going to the
sense.
mall alone
Going
without
to
a
the mall,
parent.
Yeah, with your friends.
going to the mall was effectively like the bar before we could drink.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was like going to the bar.
You'd go like talk to girls that you'd look at girls
Yeah.
you'd never talk to.
Yeah, that's an astute observation. Yeah.
I just unlocked
Not just a hat rack, my
crazy
friend.
fucking memory of me and my friends like we would take the bus to the Roosevelt Field Mall and like that was sick. We're like on our own, don't need our parents, and because it's like before we could drive. And my friend Leah met up with some girl there. Like we went with him to meet up with some girl from another town, and when he said goodbye to her, like we were there, she was on one way, we were walking the other way, and he just goes, "All right, bye. Hope you don't get."
Oh my!
And we were like,
Man, you're
Liam-
making Gucci's life.
We were like, Liam,
goddamn
what? How did you just say that? Like, what? You don't say goodbye to a girl, but it's funny to like think about ending a date nowadays with that
Sign off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Gucci's gonna fucking murder every one of us one day. He's just gonna come in here with a machete.
Us.
Yeah. Oh my god. Gonna kill us. KB.
The Spencer's
I didn't know-
Gifts
I didn't know.
or
I'm assuming you're going for Spencer's Gift after that mall diatribe.
If we make it mall run, I'll go whatever. Same
like-
thing. Yeah.
Right.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah. Me and my friends used to pretend to be the mannequins in the windows. It was sick. We would like.
Sick at all.
I did that in college and still on my Facebook page.
Yeah, it was on mine too. It was my profile picture for a little bit. So yeah, I'll go mall run Spencer's, whatever we end up.
Wait, it is. You were in a Hollister.
Yeah, no, it was the Aurora Farms outlet mall. I was wearing cargo shorts, American Eagle
Oh,
shirt.
American Eagle.
The mystique of a mall was ruined for me when I had to work in one. I worked at a GNC that was inside a mall, and I don't think I've been in a mall since.
It's a tough store to work at.
Why'd you want to work at a GNC?
Yeah, it's boring.
I worked at GNC for like 2 years.
Why?
I was like a top earner there. I lied all the time, like you would not believe. Their way their incentive structure work, it's like you have to lie to make any money. It was incredible. KB,
What is the matchup?
it is the mall run versus the class clown.
Yeah, the mall.
Mall, 3 for the mall. Big F.
I'm gonna go class clown because I think a lot of people, like obviously everyone like had their mall trips, but there's really only that like one kid or select group of kids that can really be like the class clown. Mm-hmm. I think that holds a lot of weight. Like people always like that kid. They're endeared to that kid. So I'll go class clown.
I mean, there's one kid in my grade. His Frank Barbado. He kept saying douchebag in the middle of class, and our teacher was like, "If you say douchebag one more time, you're getting detention." And he's like, "If I say double douchebag, do I get 2 days of detention?" And it was
legend.
Awesome.
It's fucking cool. Nick,
class clown was pretty much whoever knew the most movie quotes.
Yeah.
Fair. That's fair.
Yeah, Borat guy.
Yeah.
Step Brother.
Or somebody that
That was
was
a little later,
actually just like a psychopath, mean, torturing the teachers. Miss Cheah, our librarian, she got tortured by R.J. Kearns a lot. He had this character called White Powder. He used to break out where he would sneak baby powder into school and then just cover himself.
Oh, he was a menace.
What a character.
He got expelled. He white powdered like 5 times in a year.
When you guys were kids, were any of the fucking with teachers making like sex noises a thing?
Oh, yeah, that's what it was. It was movie quotes and
Wow, that
sex,
was-
and sex gestures.
That was like the biggest when I was
Carter Huffman would do like the blowjob. He would like say out, "No, I was just brushing my teeth."
Yeah. Yep.
And everyone's just
It was all Carter Huffman.
I have a friend now that's a teacher for, I don't know, 7th graders, and he says that like these kids in his class will like mention like Johnny Sins, and then like when he like laughs, he'll be like, "Don't say that," and they'll be like, "Why? Do you know who that is?"
Yeah, that's good.
Like, to trap him, like, why can't I say that? That's just a name. Who's Johnny Sins?
That's good.
That's classic. That's good.
I'm glad
like
kids
that.
still do the sex noise thing.
Oh yeah.
They're just funny. They just always
Yeah.
play.
What was the game where you'd have to do it louder? Who could like do the
Penis.
Yeah. We used to do it with like a moan.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah.
Moan. Who could do it louder?
So we used to have this kid that just yell, "My anus is bleeding," and it was just so weird. He would yell in the middle of study hall.
We had a kid who would always pretend to be allergic to stuff, and he would go, "I'm allergic," and then he would spit out whatever he's having. And do you remember when we had poison darts going on in school? It was this giant game of poison darts where like it was just imaginary. You'd go,
I don't remember.
and the person had to fall.
Oh no, I don't remember.
Really
that.
hurt and fell down the steps.
Oh, God, I think we used to do that. We used to do another thing. We called them wasps. I don't know.
Oh, those
yeah, the Hornets.
Yeah, the Hornets.
Yeah.
Rubber band.
Oh man, those hurt like a motherfucker.
Remember like tying up or folding up a water bottle and popping the
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I still do that sometimes if I have a Poland Spring.
I was anti-class clown, but it's pretty fucking funny. And then like when you had a sub, and then you knew
it's-
RJ Kearns, we were waiting for RJ Kearns to walk in.
do white powder.
You knew it. You smelled talcum. Oh fuck! He raises his hand to go to the bathroom. You know what's coming back.
That is so
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
funny to think about. Holy shit.
I remember like changing your names on the substitute. Like you be Brian today, I'll be Tom. Like,
Yeah.
Thomas, like switching them up. Like that's fucking idiot. This moron who like moron substitute teacher. We're gonna get him.
I feel like there was a clear difference though between like the class clown and like the legitimate psychopath, like you're talking about.
Yeah.
Our psychopath, his name was Sabretooth. He kept calling him bomb threats to the school and middle school over and over again.
Sabretooth.
What was his name? He had a saber tooth.
I'm sure that wasn't his name.
I don't know what his real name was. He went
a fucking X-Man?
embraced it.
Like,
He had one like a snack.
Yeah, that was his name.
Called him Sabretooth.
The class clown always got naked too at parties, at sleepovers. Yeah.
Always.
Big naked guy. Wait, so you're gonna go with the class clown?
Yeah, I think I got it. It's hilarious looking back.
Class clown? Cheah?
What was the other option that's not class clown?
The mall run.
Mall run for sure. I feel like class clowns had their moments, but there were a lot of misses.
We had one kid, that same guy that did the double douchebag thing, he stole my friend's, like, you remember I had to bring on planners?
Yeah.
He stole his planner and froze it into like a 20-pound block of ice.
Jesus.
And brought it back in the class and just left it in his desk. It was really fucking funny. All right, so the mall is going to move on. Next up, the number 10 seed, the light up shoes. Which you're talking about, light up shoes. I don't know how they were cool. Depending,
I didn't
That's
agree
really
with this
young.
one.
Depending on the
Maybe
age.
like for a
That's
4-year-old.
very young.
You could maybe swap them out for
in-
Heelys.
You definitely swap
Heelys
out
were
for
fucking.
about just
Yeah,
cool
but never light up shoes.
What about just cool shoes?
Cool shoes is just, that's good.
Okay.
I don't think. I
Nike
think when we were
Shocks.
growing up, shoes didn't matter. You wanted to
Oh,
just be
no.
fast.
You wanted the
Jordan.
slip-ons.
You wanted
When
them
the
to
slip-ons just came out, it was like the rubber over the top right
I
here.
don't remember ever having.
I walked in with a pair of Mellows, powder blue Mellows at one point. Oh my god.
K-Swiss were
see,
cool for a while too.
Yeah, I feel like shoes didn't matter that much in mine either.
early. We were really early, like, or I guess early in the slide era, where like if you were an athlete and you came into school wearing slides and like a bigger sock, like you were fucking cool.
Big was Starberries
High
too.
blacks.
Starberries were popular.
Starberries were
I remember like the chunkier the shoe, like the higher heel, like lugs. If you remember that brand, people wanted lugs.
Yeah. So we'll do cool shoes versus the 7 seed being rich. Cheah.
Ooh. I feel like being rich, you have cool shoes naturally because there's no budget on what you can spend. Yeah, I'm going to say being rich just because it probably encompasses that.
I feel like being rich, though, it makes you the rich
Sorry,
kid.
I got it wrong.
Doesn't make you...
Right. I'm trying to think. I don't remember
yeah.
a correlation with coolness.
Right. I just remember like, oh, that's the rich kid. I wouldn't think that's the cool kid.
I'm trying to...
It does give you a leg up in getting into the cool kid circle.
because everything that would make you cool, you can buy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But it's not the same as that the poor kid who's just still cool on his own volition.
I think the poor kids were cooler almost because their parents,
Unless they were super poor.
right. Unless they were hungry.
being like
That kid was just he was just annoying.
it's a sad sap.
Sandwich.
I was gonna say being like perfectly middle class, I think was the coolest.
That was fun.
Yeah.
If your dad had like an average, very average job, that was like always.
Well, if you're a rich kid, you acted like a rich kid, you're an asshole.
But I was gonna say like there wasn't like a ton like rich kids. So I feel like the rich kids. I was like if you were really rich and you weren't cool, you were like a total loser.
Yeah.
Also, if you think about rich kids, usually their parents work a lot, so they either have like open houses a lot or like they're able to have people over all the time. They're able to do a lot of different shit. Where somebody said it, where like it might not always be the coolest, where people are. You probably get used to some degree, but you also just have all the cool shit. Everyone wants to hang out with you. They want to come over your house.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
We had one pretty rich kid that he like when we could first drive, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna bring my Porsche to school. And we were like, oh shit, this is crazy. And he pulled up. It was his mom's Porsche Cayenne, which is basically
It's like
not cool, not cool at all.
Nice vehicle.
Yeah, no, it's perfectly fine. But when you say you're rolling up in a Porsche,
You can't quite do it.
yeah,
Our rich kid wasn't cool, and then a new rich kid transferred in. Awesome guy, Jordan West.
that's such a rich name.
I didn't know he
Holy
was.
shit.
I didn't know Jordan was rich.
That's a doctor.
Oh.
And he's the kid with the all-time when Vine was a
Fish
thing.
Vine. Yeah, this was great.
He put a trout that he caught in the creek into a DVD player, and then Big Fish popped up on his TV screen.
Yeah, this is so. It holds
We were
up.
talking about it on the Yak, and then I got a text from him. I didn't have the number. He was like, "Yo, man, it's Jordan." Then he just sent me the Vine.
Yeah.
Do you have it?
Yeah, I have the Vine. It's him putting the trout in the DVD player.
Send it in the chat. I need.
Oh yeah, you showed me that the other day. Classic.
I need to see that. So you're gonna go with cool shoes then?
Why'd you look at me like that?
Yeah, I'm gonna go cool shoes.
Cool shoes, Big Ev.
I'll go with being the rich guy. I guess my experience, the really rich kid in my town, they were like very cool and through like ragers. Because that was kind of my experience. They owned their dad and grandma owned a car dealer, like series of car dealerships. So they were like very rich and like they just had sick cars and crazy clothes. They threw insane parties. So that was kind of my experience with it, I guess.
Their dad, one of those like funnier car salesman guys where they'd be like, "Hey, I'm big rich and this is big."
No, not. He just was like a nut. Like he's a madman.
Gotcha.
He'd be drunker than the kids at like the high school. Like he was, but a good guy though. But
The coolest
I'll
rich
go-
kid party I went to, he had a smoke machine. And that was like, when you're that young, that's the coolest thing.
and for them, they had 3 brothers, so it lasted like forever.
Oh,
It was like a 7-year marathon.
Gibby.
Yeah, it's definitely rich over shoes.
I think it's shoes. I think the rich is like a different category than cool, where it could almost make you uncool if everybody is using you. Everyone in my town, I feel like, was pretty much the same. There was one girl who was very rich and had like a mansion. She was popular, like she was in that popular group. It brought back. We used to have like, or in like 6th, 7th, 8th grade, there were movie nights where like a few of the cool girls would host a movie night on a Friday night where they invited like 10 to 12, 15 kids from the grade over to just watch a movie, and they would just walk around the class and like hand out an envelope, and like you would just be dying like, I gotta get to Cece's movie night. Like I hope Cece invites me to her movie night. I almost never got invited, but I did get invited to the rich girls one because she would throw the biggest movie nights.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, really just a classic case of like passive aggressive bullying, going around and like handing out invitations.
oh yeah, dude. I remember I went to a restaurant once with my parents, and I saw my friends having a birthday party.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That was like, for some reason, like if we're doing most uncool things, being seen with your parents at
Anywhere.
time. Which like now it's like, yeah, like I like being with my parents. But like if you were like 12 seen with your parents at a pizzeria, it's like you might as well kill yourself.
Yeah, you might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bad news. Glenny.
Do we still have just for the future of the list? Is there a pool on the list?
A what?
Pool?
There is.
Ooh.
Some of my friends would hang out with my dad without me.
Yeah. I would come home and
he was like
friends
he would compete for like social status with me. People like that he was a cool guy to hang out with.
Damn.
I don't really care about either. I'll go with rich kids, I guess.
So rich kid gonna move on to the next matchup. You already kind of called it. It's having a pool 15 again, randomly generated. I would have had it higher versus number 2 seed drinking, which is kind of appropriate.
Fuck, those go hand in hand.
Yeah. All right, so Glenny, you're first.
All right, so this is where what did fucking the teacher win, or the other one win?
Look, what was it?
Being
Fucking teacher
fast
won.
beat it.
Wait.
So
No, being fast beat.
So being fast beat fucking the teacher.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay. I think that means this really is more of a grade school type thing as opposed to high school included. So I'm gonna go with having the pool. Obviously, drinking is my favorite thing to do in the world. Literally, I was actually, fun fact, I was the last of my friends to start drinking. I didn't start drinking until I was 16, 17. October 28th, 2013 was the first night I ever drank. Day before Hurricane Sandy, and I love it. But I think this really is more of a grade
way
school.
to go out.
Yeah.
Really is more of a grade school type thing. So you're going to be hard pressed to find a guy that loves a pool more than me. I absolutely love a pool. Anybody that has a pool, I think you're fantastic. So I'm going to go with the pool. Having a pool is huge to me.
Did you ever have a friend that had like the hot tub combo too?
That
was fucking cool.
A lot of above ground pools. I like to blow up one in my yard. I have a concrete backyard.
We're talking above ground.
Very different ball game.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. But I'm saying I didn't have a pool, so I went to anybody's pool.
Any pool was good.
Literally anybody that would invite me over to enjoy their aquatic facilities, I would be there. I love, truly, you're not going to find somebody that loves a pool more than me. I love pools, so I'm going pool.
My first girlfriend was like mega rich. Like her parents are like a anesthesiologist and a OBGYN, and she had a pool. It was a saline pool, so no chlorine or anything like that. Just constantly clean. And she also had like an attached like hot tub that bled into the pool. It was just the coolest thing I've ever been in my life. Never been in a pool as nice.
So to me, the pool is almost like the rich, where it makes you useful more than it makes you cool. So I'm gonna go with drink. I mean, I know what Glenny's saying, but like grade school, like kids started drinking like 7th grade in my town. Like,
7th grade drinkers?
Yes, like I remember.
I know it's like 8th, yeah.
There was like we were an early town, I think, Floral Park, town of alcoholics. But like between 6th and 7th grade, there were rumors of like people playing a game of beer pong and like getting drunk. And it was,
I remember started like
shit,
9th, and then I didn't start drinking until 11th grade, junior year.
I didn't start till like 12th.
I didn't start till 12th.
Yeah.
7th grade is
No, like it was like I mean not a lot, but like there was some 7th grade drinking. Definitely by 8th grade, people were drinking, which is crazy. But they were fucking cool, so I'm going drinking.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember I think the first time I drank was in the woods off of a highway with my friends, and I poured the beer out. Like I was like, oh, I'm gonna go over here and drink it, and I poured it out because I was afraid of getting drunk. I was like, I'm gonna get so drunk off this one Bud Heavy. It was rough.
You know what was cooler than drinking? Pretending to be hungover in school. Every time I like went to a party, I would pretend to be drunk or like pretend to drink. Then the next day I would just be like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, oh, my God.
That was the best part.
I shouldn't have fucking done that.
Pretending to be super high off of like a
Oh, yeah.
yeah. I'm fucking loopy right now. Like, yeah. So you're going with
Drinking over the pool.
drinking over the pool, drinking in the
Yeah, but a lot of 7th graders drink.
What? Yeah, I don't remember.
Did you drink?
anyone-
I was gonna say.
Worldwide, like that's a thing.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember anyone drinking in middle school, really. Maybe I wasn't cool enough.
Not at our school, but
I drank 7th grade.
You
going
drank in
into
7th grade, Gooch?
I was
That's
going out
fucking
to
early, man.
our water park had a teen night where you go and get twerked on in the wave pool. I remember.
You're like,
What? Worked on in the
worked on in the there's
yeah, it was called
It's
Club.
not a good twerking environment.
It was called Club Aqua.
were you drinking like 4 Locos? That was what I remember my friends
No,
drinking first.
so
It's
much.
got to be Mike's Hard.
So much
Locos.
worse. It was Kimchaka vodka, and we had little Party City shot glasses, and we thought they were actual shot glasses. They were mini shot glasses, and took like 4 of them, and I was done.
You were drinking vodka in 7th grade.
It was so sick.
That's baller.
Look
And
how
Gooch
tall
is
I am
cool.
now.
Working in the wave pool.
it's too much.
That's like the new
stimulation.
smoking in the girls' room, dude.
Dude,
Kind of disease in that pool.
honestly, it was so cool.
That is.
does sound fun. Big Ev.
Yeah, I think I got to drinking too. Yeah, my town was pretty early. We were drinking like 8th grade.
Jesus.
We thought we were so badass. Like stealing a bottle. Like someone had like a little like family party with friends. Like steal a bottle. Like go to the woods. Like pass it around.
Yeah.
That was like kind of the vibe in like 8th grade. And then 9th grade, really like drinking like parties and shit. And I feel like that was always like you just thought you were like we thought we were like the man. like drinking. Maybe you had a couple of older brothers like go to some like junior parties when you're like 14, freshman. You think you're so cool. Like pools, I forget who said pools are cool, but they're more like useful than they are cool, I think. Where drinking, everyone, they're like, oh my God, you're whatever you're drinking, like you're insane. So drinking.
Oh, it was a great feeling though. Getting the beer. That was the greatest. Even though I was like 16 when
Once
I
it's
started,
nailed, like once you have it.
we had a place we called it the Cow in Oceanside, and it was literally just like it was like a rip-off dairy barn, and we would go through the back entrance, like drive through the back entrance. It was drive-through. They would market price the fuck out of us, charge us like 80 bucks for a 30, but it was great. It was just the best feeling in the world, man.
We had to bum it, which was scary. That was
Shoulder tapping.
yeah, just like going up to
No way.
going up to a homeless guy and being like,
Wow.
I'll give you
No older brothers or anything like that?
that
was always kind of we had like, there was always somebody you could get that would get it for you.
They're all the oldest in our families.
Really?
Like 5 or 6.
Because I was lucky then. I feel like I didn't have one, but almost all my friends had older brothers or sisters or something.
Yeah, we didn't have anything. Weren't as lucky. Snick.
Yeah, neither of these are too strong for me. I'm going to go drinking just because I'm lumping that in with like partying. Like partying was like to get invited to go do it. That was, from what I heard, cool.
All right, so now we get to run through our playoffs. Having a cast versus having a cool phone. Nick.
Give me phone. If you had like the same model, I had a black Razor, and there was this girl on my bus, hot. She had a pink Razor, so we flipped battery covers. So I had a black phone with like the pink battery cover on the back.
That's
Awesome.
It's basically sex. And
Yeah, that is very sick.
She's added to the count. Yeah.
Big Ev.
Yeah, I'll go phone too. Like I said, the BBM still haunts me to this day. That's going to be a tough out. So I'll go cell phone.
If they remake it and it's like decent, would you consider
A flip phone?
switching? No, a BlackBerry.
The iPhone just become that though.
I know.
So I'd say
Did they have
no,
the BBM app for a minute? Like,
They may have. Yeah.
right? They tried it out and
but
like,
there was away messages. Like I never had left an away message.
BlackBerry had a great logo too, because
Yeah,
it was like
everything
2
about
negative
it.
space B's, but it looked like
It just looked like business because like businessmen had it too.
Yep.
yeah.
They're businessmen or like teenagers.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh
Got
fuck.
a movie
like,
coming out about it
I'm
soon.
sitting with my MVP
shit.
like an asshole.
Yeah, a
or
movie with
chocolate.
Glenn Howerton from It's Always Sunny playing the guy who like ran
And,
CEO BlackBerry.
Jay Baruchel, I think, is in it.
Jay
too.
Baruchel and some
They're doing a Tetris movie or show too.
Tetris movie
Excited for
with Taron Egerton.
Edgerton.
Yeah, that excites you?
Yeah. Live action.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's playing the L piece.
With Cheah gone, I'll vote as well, and I will also vote for the cool phone because it's just
a no-brainer.
you needed it.
Yeah, this is phone.
You couldn't have phone,
Mhm.
Oh, yep.
I was gonna go cast, but I'll take the L.
phone moving.
At the end of the day, not everybody had a phone. Pretty much, not everybody had a cast.
It was
fair, that's a fair
temporary.
point.
The cast was a temporary cool.
Yeah,
Well, it really was crazy how girls like having a cast was like having a boat if you live in Miami.
That's a reference we all get. All right, so next matchup, having a good page, Facebook, MySpace, whatever, versus being the fast kid.
I'm gonna go Facebook.
Facebook page.
Oh, it's fast. If fast
Oh my
beat
God.
fucking a teacher, it can't lose to having a
Yeah.
cool MySpace page.
Yeah, this is fast.
Fast. I will also go fast.
Yeah, there's a lot of good MySpace pages. There's only like 1 or 2 kids that are like the fastest.
You remember the fast kid forever. It's nuts.
Sure.
It's a phenomenon. It's fast. That should be the 1 seed.
All right, so fast versus having a cool phone. Nick, this is tough.
Oh,
This is the final.
No, this is to get into the finals.
oy vey.
Wow.
You were born fast. Cool phone was something you could one day accomplish, but I don't know if the accessibility makes it cool or uncool.
It's product proliferation.
I would say, if we're going modern day, everyone's got all kids have an iPhone now,
Yeah.
right? So
Give me
that,
fast.
God taps one kid on the shoulder and says, "You're the fastest."
You.
yeah.
It's down there.
There's nothing cooler
People
than
need
God
you.
tapping
It's
you on
fast.
the shoulder.
Yeah.
Because usually if you're the fastest, in most cases you're probably the or one of the best athletes in your school as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Relatively goes hand in hand for the most part.
Yeah.
There could be some outliers, but mostly I'd say you're
That's good as you.
I
the best athlete.
I'm convinced if Adam Hammerquist kept with it, he would be the fastest guy in the world. I still bet you he's fast.
You know what's weird though is I think that like a sprinter in high school would be cool, but like if you're a cross country runner,
Oh, no.
Oh, losers.
not
Total
cool.
losers.
longevity in your running.
I like guys who are fast like on their own time.
yeah.
They're fast as a hobby.
Cross country runners like had to do so much to like belittle other people or to make them feel cool. your warm up or my warm up is your
whatever that.
something, or
my practice.
They just jog for hours.
They had to call it
It's not cool.
XC. Fuck you.
That's brutal.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's.
I was on the cross country team.
The longer you run, the less cool you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The shorter the distance of your event and track.
Like, who was the most like
cooler
the
you
track? Usain Bolt. He ran the 100 meter.
100
Yeah,
meters cool.
Like, that's the, if you're the
Compare
best
Usain Bolt to
there is.
Forrest Gump. Who's cooler?
Exactly.
Give me Bolt.
400 less cool. 800 way less cool. 1600 the least cool. Damn. I figured this out. Okay, so you're going with fast as well. I will also go with fast because again, there's more exclusivity to it.
Yeah, fast.
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 Fast. Easy.
Fast.
Fast.
So it's going to be fast versus what we have on the other side of it. The mall run versus the R-rated movie, Glenny Balls.
It's kind of go hand
Similar.
in hand. You could knock two of these out in one trip, dare I say.
100%. Our movie or fucking. I gotta go our movie.
R-rated
Something
movie.
about the tits, you know.
Yeah.
I'm going mall run. I think Glenny, you said it. It was the teenage equivalent of going to the bar.
That was so profound and true.
I'm pretty proud of myself.
Yeah, that's
incredible.
It was the way to meet kids. It was the way to meet people you didn't know from like other towns and like.
You also got a little wild.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a little wild.
And like you think like now sometimes now a bar can be.
I apologize to everybody.
Tommy-
got a little wild.
In Tommy's Mall too.
Great food court at that mall.
There's mini golf.
Which mall?
The bottom floor.
Roosevelt Field.
Field.
Smithtown way better.
No, come on. Roosevelt Field is the top 10 mall in the country.
Yeah.
What's the Atlanta
never
one?
was the
The
worst.
Atlanta one, Lennox. That's
What
gotta
the
be
fuck would we know?
the Atlanta Mall.
How do
You know what? I liked the Source Mall too. That
What was the one in Queens that was
It's like
really
that's a
gross?
deserted mall, Queen Center Mall.
I liked it
like
when it
Valley
was happening.
something, like Green Valley or Green something.
Green Acres. That's right by my
Acres.
house.
Yeah.
I still go walk around the mall when I go home just for the
mean-
nostalgia, the smell.
Fuck,
I mean,
I
the
want to go
Source-
to a mall.
It's Westfield.
Yeah,
Mall.
let's go.
The source is literally a
How
bad.
was the one in New Jersey? The
American
America's
Dream?
Yeah.
It sucks dick.
American Dream is though. It's
insane.
Is that the one by the Giants?
It-
Yeah.
It's
yeah, it costs
wild.
like $3 billion to make.
It sucks
We
so
went there
bad.
for a Barstool Sportsbook event. They have a Barstool
Yeah,
Sportsbook
yeah.
bar there. It was insane.
Yeah, that was
It's
cool.
massive, isn't it?
Yeah, I loved it. Yeah.
But they have like fucking like mechanical stuffed animals. You ride around.
Ride around on them. Yeah.
Sick.
They have like an indoor skiing.
They have an Angry Bird. They have an Angry Birds mini golf. They have everything. Literally
Yeah.
everything.
Got home that day. Said I just had the best day ever.
I called Tommy.
Yeah.
Best day.
Tommy's like, why are you so giddy?
Yeah.
So I went to the mall, went through the House of Mirrors.
I have a weird thing where I feel like a psychic would tell me that I'm going to die in a house of mirrors. I don't think I'm going to die in a house of mirrors, but I feel like if I went to a psychic, that would be her prediction for me. She'd be like, "You're going to die in a house of mirrors," and for that reason, I like to avoid
horrifying
House of
to
Mirrors.
think about.
We actually went to a house of mirrors together in the Jersey Shore.
We did.
Yeah.
We went through so fast.
Oh my god, we were lightning.
KB, mall run versus R-rated movie.
The mall, just being there, hanging out.
The bar thing was just the more I think about it, man. Like even
Profound.
Like cooler though. It was like the club, like the cool club.
Yeah. The way I think about it is like, you know how now if like you can't figure out what to do, it's like, oh, let's just go to the bar. Like that would be the same thing
Yeah.
with my friends. It'd be like, we don't know what to do specifically. We're going to go to the mall. I will.
You wouldn't even buy stuff, really.
I
Yeah.
had no money.
Couldn't.
maybe a little shoplifting here and there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
As part of the exclusivity thing, like I'll also go with the R-rated.
Stole a Kiss chain wallet. I stole a Kiss chain wallet.
We were hard. We used to have like contests.
Who could steal more?
I actually didn't even steal it. Somebody stole. Logan Seidler stole it for me. I would never steal.
Yeah, we would have
I
shop.
never stole either.
We'd go to like you go to American Eagle or something, get like a big bag, and then just like toss shit in bags in like different stores.
Jesus.
That's theft.
Maybe that was maybe that was just me and my friends. Going to the mall was like fucking shit up. Like instead of like as you got older, you got to drink. Like before you drank, you just like wreaked havoc in the mall. Maybe run in, like jump on a mattress like an asshole, like in one of the mattress stores.
Don't you
Just
and
fuck with employees.
You're a menace.
Oh yeah.
you and your homies wreak havoc in your local establishment?
Or yeah, that was when you first getting cell phones. You maybe like in front of it, like walk up in front of a girl and just print a trip on purpose. We just do like dumb shit like that.
Yeah, no, that I remember. But yeah, I'll go with the R-rated because of the exclusivity too. Because like not everyone could go to an R-rated movie, but like pretty much anyone could go to a mall if they want.
Well, you know what we should have put on there? Now that reminds me of having the explicit version of songs on your iPod.
Oh,
There was one kid growing up. His mom made him listen to "Smack That Clean." So embarrassing.
how does it even sound?
I remember he had the clean version.
We're gonna have to listen to that after this because copyright will strike us down if we don't. But yeah, I'm going with that. Big Ev, you're
Yeah,
going.
we'll go mall. We'll go mall.
All runs 3-2.
I'm gonna go mall.
Mall gonna advance. So now to face it, drinking versus the rich kid, being the rich kid.
I'm withholding my vote. Don't care.
Abstain. Big Ev.
I'll go drinking. I feel like it was more clear cut, kind of like I think that's just kind of how it was. People looked at that as like cool.
Rich kid usually had a liquor cabinet.
For sure. They like I said, in my experience, they kind of were a lot of the people hosting parties in some of the cases, but I'll go drinking.
Well, the drinking as well.
Yeah, drinking.
Drinking.
Frankly, if I'm being true to myself right now, I might have to go rich kid because literally when all my friends started drinking, this is going to sound crazy, I used to fucking tell them like, I don't care that you're not drinking. Like, I can't wait till I get my license. I'll drive everybody around. Like, I'm never going to drink. I swear to God. So I thought drinking was
Wow.
Yeah. I thought drinking was like
Lame.
yeah. Like I still hung out with my friends. They all did it, but I like literally said I can't wait to.
What was your
finally get
reason?
I just didn't think it was. I didn't think I needed alcohol to have fun.
Oh yeah, that was the line.
Yeah. Which if I told myself that guy saw this guy, he'd be like, dude. He'd be like, brother.
Yeah, like say it fucking worked out, didn't it?
Yeah.
So now we have drinking versus the mall run, Glenny, to get into the finals.
Get into the finals, drinking versus the mall run. Now that I don't want to go back to the mall, and you guys all hype me up on how cool I sounded about that mall bar thing. I think I got to stick to that's maybe the biggest philosopher thing I've ever said. I'm going to have to stick to that.
Mall run.
This is tough. This sickens me. I just want to say we've done a great job on an impromptu bracket.
Yes.
We've gotten a good Final Four, I feel.
Yes.
I'll go. I mean, the mall, but like losers could go to the mall. Only the cool kids were like. At the end of the day, drinking's the coolest thing.
Yeah.
Can I just say one thing that just popped in my head? You know what malls should start doing? On off hours, they should start doing like a BYOB, like mall after dark for like adults.
Like close it down for adults.
Like adults. Wouldn't that be kind of sick?
Yeah, I love
The
shopping. When
stores
I'm
open.
drunk.
I'm saying maybe some
stores-
stores
yeah.
elect to stay open. They can stay open to get more business.
I do feel like
Kind
it
of
would
like a
lead to
mall
lot
after
of,
hours. That sounds kind of
It
sick.
lead to a lot of like robbery. I feel.
Also, people would just trash the place.
Yeah.
But like an elegant like mall after hours.
Have you ever been to
People walk
Xfinity
around.
Live?
Yes.
That's what I think. It's like a mall with beer, basically.
I'm thinking
it's
like-
all just different bars. So like that,
Yeah.
that experience would
The
be
little makeup kiosks become bars instead. You start-
Novel
Yeah, and you walk
drinks.
like you bring your
Yeah.
lady, you walk around with a glass of wine.
Yeah. All right, Glenny.
It's not a bad idea.
Put this in balls land.
Oh, it'll be a ball slap.
like the actual mall closes at like 10, and then
And then whatever
back up until
vendors
2.
like to stay open, and
Yeah. I'm in on that, Glenny. And you have security guards; they're your bouncers. Like you just pay them a little
not a
overtime.
bad idea.
Yeah, I mean you're cooking with gas there. I think. You're going with the mall.
I went drinking.
Drinking.
The mall.
The mall. I will go with drinking as well because again, I feel like the exclusivity is the thing I'm really holding on to here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go drinking as well.
Drinking.
The mall. Something so awesome about it.
The mall. It feels like this is the longest we've gone in an episode without Gooch having to do a tiebreaker. You get to tiebreak to go into the finals.
These are two things I did a lot of. So obviously very cool. Damn, this is actually kind of tough. I lived right next to a mall, so it really wasn't that cool for me. I'm gonna go drinking.
So
Drinking was very cool.
Drinking.
Drinking's still very cool.
Drinking versus being,
Drinking's the best.
Yeah, it's the
It's the
best thing
best,
you can
man.
do.
Best
Yeah.
thing that there is.
drinking versus being fast. Nick.
Wait, is this championship?
This is championship
Yeah.
round.
Hey, this is a good ass
This
champion.
is.
Yeah.
Well, so it's so crazy because drinking fast is cool.
Ooh, yeah, damn.
What's cooler, the drinking
It
part or
is.
how fast you're doing it?
Right.
It's the speed.
Mm.
Fast.
Ooh, I like that. That's good reasoning.
Wow. That's really tough. The faster is more exclusive. That part is probably true.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a group of cool kids, and I think as like high school goes on, there's kind of like a trickle down. Like more and more kids start drinking, and it's obviously kind of like a lesser of coolness as the later it goes. Usually,
Also, the fast people get slow.
sometimes they do, but sometimes they don't.
I think it's like being a Marine. You're just always one.
You're always the fastest.
Yeah.
no matter what.
Most of those kids, because when you're fast young, those are kids that are stick to sports because they were usually good at them.
Yeah.
So they stay with it and they usually keep. Yeah, I think realistically, as much as I want to say drinking, I think fast is the right answer.
Yeah. I mean, I was all on board the drinking train until I heard that. That was a good comp. I'm a fast.
Fast is such a champion for me here.
Mm-hmm.
Easy. It was the number one on my list before we started this. It's the number one now. It's got so many memories of just racing.
Everything about speed
Racing.
is cool.
It's just fucking cool.
Yeah, it's literally the coolest thing in every facet of life is speed. Like in like everything except I guess like sex, but even then, who cares?
No, like fucking fast is awesome.
For us,
Hell
it
yeah.
rocks. Yeah.
Should having sex have been on this list?
Kind of.
We didn't even even
Yeah,
consider
Nothing about hooking up with girls.
Unless it's
It lost to
statutory.
what's about to be the champion.
Having a hickey was.
Ooh.
I never had one, but I was jealous of the fuckers that did. Let me tell you
my
that.
first one at 25.
Yeah, you had to come into work.
Came in with like a gator, like clearly like after COVID was like
Way
kind
after
of over.
COVID.
You did.
It was still not crazy enough
forgot
where
about
like I
that.
could have been wearing it. And I was just like, oh yeah, like just fucking, COVID.
I can't believe we just literally didn't put anything with having sex on this list.
Oh, they're a teacher.
Look at the boys.
The fellas. Like touching a boob, that should have been out there.
Fast would have beaten it.
It would be the
I think
first,
fast-
first boob touch?
Yeah.
I think fast is unbeatable.
Fast is the champ, yeah.
Imagine a 6'7" vampire at the Jersey Shore sucking on Tommy's neck. 6'7" blonde vampire. I mean, we'll
Yes.
clarify.
She was a beautiful girl. I stand by that.
She was good looking.
Hey, no one's disputing that.
He's not the girl that gave me the hickey, for the record.
That hickey would have been on the top of your head.
Yeah, would have been physiologically impossible.
SpongeBob grandma kissing. Like that's Tommy. Glenny, you're going with fast.
I'm going to go drinking. I mean, I know it's a lost cause, but I know I'm a drinking guy.
I respect you sticking to your guns, but the winner of bracket episode 70, things that made you cool as a kid, being fast. I think that's a worthy champion.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Especially considering, again, how late this all came together. And that was your idea, right? Cool.
Yeah.
Because you're off of one of a Tommy's Thoughts blog?
It's a TikTok.
Just a second.
And the number
We're
one
not
thing I
allowed
had
to do-
on
we're not
there
allowed to do
was
that anymore.
It's a good comeback
fast.
story by us.
yeah. We started off debating Art Briles versus whoever, and we ended.
Khalid Sheikh Mohammed.
Winslow and Ray Lewis.
Oh, for the record, though, Khalid Sheikh Mohammed would have won that.
Oh yeah.
By the way,
he has my vote.
I will note that I made that up. He didn't actually go to Tennessee.
I thought maybe he was in America trying to learn how to fly plane.
Yeah, no, I mean, I thought it would be like maybe people believe it. He did an associate's degree at Tennessee, but
Was he the guy that like found him all disheveled, the fat guy?
yes,
I always remember that photo, like in the front of the news.
Yes.
I mean, a lot of them went to
They went to flight
He's
school in Florida.
Michigan, like Dahmer went to Ohio State.
yeah. I mean, a lot of other ones too. There's plenty on the list, so I'll tell you that much. A lot of very bad people, but yeah, that was it. I'm glad we ditched that. I should have realized that ahead of time. I literally spent 4 hours digging through every single fucking alumni page and just searching for anyone bad.
Easy- honestly, the
that
easier probably
graphic would have
been-
been horrible.
So bad.
The easier probably would have been the best alumni.
I know. I thought about that too. I was like halfway through, and I'm like, should we switch to the best? And I'm like, that's not as fun. Doing the worst is always usually, well, for the most part, better. But yeah, no.
Really, you got to just think about the final graphic. The final graphic literally would have said,
Khalid Sheikh Mohammed.
winner Khalid Sheikh Mohammed.
KSL, who didn't actually go to Tennessee versus whoever. Yeah. But anyway, that's the episode. We'll be back next week with a new topic. See you guys then.